Good morning to you and you who are still listening to CHRICED radio and TV, and we also the watchers from Abuja to the rest of the world. My name is Princess, and welcome to Youth with Sabi on top morning wakayans with Princess. On top the matter today, you know, say anytime 11 o'clock reach like this on Mondays, we dey come out now to discuss matters that will concern our young people for Naija and even for the rest of the world. And today get one very big matter wey dey ground, wey dey cause serious igiaga for among our young people, and they call am mental health issues. Yes, mental health issues, mental illness, and plenty other things dem wey be say follow. So now I sit down with my people now come look say, kai, we don dey hear mental health, dey hear mental health, dey hear mental health. Wetin this mental health really be? How e take dey affect our young people today? Wetin we go fit do about am? And I come look say make I carry sabi person on top the matter, enter for inside our studio to take follow me and you take care of this matter, make we for sabi much about it. And that now why I get Cynthia Ume with me this morning from the Sunshine series. Cynthia, good morning.
Good morning.
Very fine, beautiful lady. You're very welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Because of time, I'm not going to waste the listener and the viewers them their time. When we talk mental health, what exactly would you talk about?
Okay. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, youth. For mental health, when you hear mental health, the first thing that should come to your mind is your overall well-being. Mental health has to do with our emotion, our psychological and social well-being. Mental health affects how we think, how we feel, how we act, and also how we react to people. It also dey affect how you handle your stress, so make you not forget that part too. So generally, everyone as a person, we all have mental health. We all have mental health. What we don't have is mental illness. And mental illness, now when you don't go hospital, you don't meet psychology, the psychology can't diagnose you, say you get mental illness. Now when you suppose they talk, say you get mental illness.
Okay, so now these days, anything will happen, my mental health. Anything will happen, mental health. So now there they go. So if you go back to when we've been they go and waiting they go on, is either you dey okay. Whenever we talk mental illness, sorry to say, but based on saying a pidgin we dey speak, now person where they streets, where they run mental, where they waka, you know, maybe wear tete clothes, they go say, this person they mad. Now the only thing we know as mental illness be that. But today, you go see say person stand up, then bully and bam, you don't go kill himself. You go see and say he fail exam, bam, you don't go kill himself. And then when you talk, then go say na mental health issue. That now what I won't really understand exactly. When it comes to issue of maybe suicide, depression, how younger people take they face pressure, compared to before and today, what has mental health got to do with it?
Okay, so I think to compare the two, to compare before and now, I think it will be like a whole conversation. Yeah. Because if we look at it before, even if you are going through something, you cannot talk about it. We grew up in a society where people are not even allowed to express themselves. I don't even want to go about, I don't even want to enter men's mental health yet. We grew up in a society where people will tell you, if even when you are sick sometimes, even when you are physically sick, some places you cannot even say it. They expect you to go and heal yourself somehow and come back. And that's like the difference between then and then. Now people are speaking up. Now there is social media, there is literally everything online. Some things that you never thought would happen in this world is happening to someone in Nigeria. Look at the recent suicide that he's very rich. The CEO that committed suicide before, he's very rich, he has everything, but he still committed suicide. That's the difference. Even if he has people around him, he didn't like feel like it's enough for him to open up about it. So I feel like with the older generation, there were no rooms for opening up. And there is a place of culture where your culture will say, oh, maybe somebody would, and the spiritual place too, to even add to that culture, where there is stigma, where if you even open your mouth now and say, oh, I want to see a psychologist, people will begin to first and think you are mad. But it's not so. If life is not doing you well, so well, and you want to talk to someone, you should be allowed to talk to someone. You should be allowed to express yourself. You should be allowed to say what you want to say so that you can receive the help that you need. And I also feel like then there is a place where I don't want to say parents because it's not all parents.
Because
that
now they go.
now there they go.
This issue of mental health,
Yeah.
from your explanation, before and today, now different thing.
Yeah.
Before we know they fit talk. So
Yes.
even if anything they do you
go hold down for body.
They go either say na spiritual something,
Yes.
or they go say culture say. But say because of social media and opening of eye now, people now don't they talk.
People they
And
talk.
then as people now they talk, any small they say mental health. But most people, especially for Nigeria,
Yeah.
still not understand how mental health they relate to this. Okay.
Yeah.
Today I wake up. Oh, the pressure of Nigeria too much on me.
Yeah.
I must read to study. When will they grow up? When will they go school? You do what they call TDB. You go read all through the night. You go read. You go pass your
Yeah.
exam. If God forbid you fail, no matter even if you reach out, whether they shout for you or they quarrel you or they warn you, ginger you say try harder, to do better. But today, you fail your exam, you dey fear, or anything happen to you, or small, now either make you resort to taking substances,
Yeah.
or make you begin to, complain, and then anything go say my mental health.
Yeah.
So how do we get educated on top this mental health? Now, I really want to know. How
Okay.
do we know education of mental health? How you want to take no say na mental health na be the problem?
Okay.
Is this something you go to hospital, make them
Yeah,
diagnose you?
yeah.
Or is this something that school have to teach you so that we go know how
Yeah.
to handle am?
Okay, so for the point you are making now, everybody have a hand in it. It's not just going to hospital to get treated. It's not just school teaching it. In the family, is there a oneness to actually even help someone? Let's say, for example, you are going through something today, and then you're at home. You say something about any small thing, somebody will go and take sniper or take something, but there is also this I don't know how to put it. Should I say there are also stress related sicknesses and illnesses that are also partaking to it. Then the coping mechanism that the older generation have is different from the coping mechanism this generation have. If you look at it like growing up, like if I want to use myself for example, when growing up, whenever I'm stressed or something did not really work out the way it's supposed to work out, instead of falling back to the other way, what I do is that I just go and sleep. And do you know that there is a level of how you will sleep that is also a disorder? There is a level of how you will eat that will also cause disorder. So to just wrap it up, if to know that your mental health self is at stake is if your state of mind is harming you or harming the people around you. Because some people will say, oh, it's until somebody's on the streets mad. Do you know that if you cannot figure life out and you are too stressed that you can't even think of what to do to even make the society better, the only thing you're thinking about is negative. Do you know that your mental health is at risk? Because it will come to a point where, like for example, if I want to say stress is a normal thing. Everybody's stressed. Yeah, I'm tired, I'm doing this one. But you know that when it gets to burnout, it leads to a more severe cases. Let's say, for example, depression and anxiety. If you have all those things, today you are so moody that you don't know what you are doing. Tomorrow you wake up, you are happy. Different kind of reaction. Do you know that it affects people around you? And anything that would affect your environment. That's why mental health is not just your emotion. It's your psychological. It's also your social well-being. Anything that will affect the state of being or the state of someone else beside you is also going to lead to affecting your mental health, and also to an extent affecting the ones around you. Let's take for an instance like this post-traumatic stress disorder. People that have been through trauma. Imagine the Boko Haram, imagine the killings in Nigeria. Imagine witnessing that kind of thing, and you will come out and tell me that person witnesses and it's normal. It is not normal. It's because of we have gotten to a place in Nigeria where we think everything is normal. Government abuse it today, you say it's normal. This one happened today, you say it's normal. Something happened today, you say it's normal. This normalizing things that are not meant to be normalized is one of the things that have led to prolong, should I say, I don't want to call them illnesses or call them disorders, because if it has not been diagnosed by a professional, you cannot call it an illness. That's why at the beginning I said mental health is different. Everybody have mental health, but not everybody have mental illness. And like I said, it has to be diagnosed before you can even call it mentally. That's why I always get a bit angry when I come online and people are talking about, oh, I have depression, oh, I have anxiety, I have panic this. Who diagnosed you? Who told you you have it? There are some common things that what will happen. Like for example, now I wake up, I feel like today I'm not like bright enough to talk to anybody. I can decide to be in my own space. But if I'm not deciding to be in my own space for like a week, 2 weeks, that's not normal again now. You cannot say that's how the person is. Imagine, I have a friend that I think she went for therapy and she's better now, thank God. She can go into a total state of shutdown. Like literally for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, she just shut down. Nothing happened to her. Oh. There is even not, this one, it's not like even something happened to her. Some people will say, oh, maybe they break up or something, or stress or school. Nothing happened. That's just, to her, for the longest time, she felt like that is how she is. And even me too, I took it like that is how she is. Until we had conversations and then started talking to professionals and everything, and she explained that, they explained that this kind of thing is like prolonged depressions. Like you can have all those bad days, you can have those panic attacks, you can have all those things, but they lead to deeper depression, and sometimes those deeper depression leads to suicide. That's why sometimes you cannot blame. I honestly do not blame. It's I know that people will say, oh, it's not okay. It's not okay to take your life. Yes, it's not okay, because there is so much to live for. As long as you have life, you have right to do what you want to do for that day and live your life. But there are places of prolonged disorders. There are places of prolonged illnesses that lead people to that point. Imagine being rich, having your family around, nothing's happening, laughing, smiling, and then waking up the next day to now see that, oh, the person that you were laughing with yesterday committed suicide. So anything that you are doing, any action you are going to take, anything you are going to think that would affect another person's should I say state of mind, because as a committed suicide that you have gone, your parents are still here. How will they feel? That's another level of trauma. That is a different conversation entirely. Your friends that are here, somebody that just saw you, how are they supposed to feel?
I just want to ask one question now.
Yeah.
Wetin we feel see or we feel notice?
Yeah.
Make it like what you just talk now. You had this friend.
Yeah.
Say you notice, say if he did 1 week, if he did 2 weeks, you go just one day on your own.
Yeah.
Did one, and you now have to talk with him. Can't discover, say, you actually need to see professional.
Yeah.
Now, like I still talk, we are Nigerians.
Yeah.
Okay, we are Nigerians.
You are Nigerians, definitely. Yeah.
We see some of these things and we look and say, oh, it's normal.
Normal.
Now the realization today now don't they talk say, normal.
Not normal.
So now they are going to go say, wetin you feel see, maybe among your friends, maybe among your neighbor.
Yeah.
Wetin you feel see for you to take note, say, Kai, time don't reach to talk to this person, say, be like, say, all is not well.
Yeah.
Go see a psychiatric, or make we take you go for where somebody go talk to you. That's not my first question. The second question, you dare of the opinion with some other people we talk, say, people of today, no strong, they don't get mind. One way they call resilience, they're not strong like people of before. Because the people of before now go through some things and they go, okay. But today, small thing, mental health. Is this civilization that have made people to begin to see things for the eye of Oyibo people? Or actually, people are no longer strong like before?
Okay, so I want to answer that, this whole generation something. Honestly, I'm not of the opinion that people then are stronger than people now. There are a lot of things that young people are doing right now that people then did not think of doing. If we are being realistic, it's not because I'm a young person. It's not because, but like I said before, there are different coping mechanisms to things, and there are different. Life have changed. What would have been considered, okay, let's say for example now, I don't want to use government. I don't know if it's allowed to use government in this thing. Okay.
Talking general here.
Then before you even think of school fees, government have paid your school fees for you. Before you think of what you will eat, the standard of living was reasonable then. They say Alawi then, people that collected 6,000 something, it'll be 19,500 or something. 7,000, thank you. It felt like a very big money. But now they are receiving 77, but what can they use it and do? So they are like different, there is, yes. Yeah, What did you say?
Reality. So reality of today, they affect mental.
Yes, now the people that are still living, there is this thing they call delusion. Even some of our parents today, they still live in delusion. Like, we are coming. I don't want to enter all this. I don't want to make it like a Gen Z or a millennial or all those conversations. I don't even want it to be so, because
It's looking like.
that's what
That's what it's looking like.
because everybody I think at first, instead of putting it as older and newer, I think you should first look at everybody as human beings first. Exactly. So if then some of these things that's just then there was no even social media that if you see something online that can, because some people, do you know there are people that if they watch something online, they absorb it. They absorb it as if it's them that the thing happened to. There are people like that. So imagine if there were people like that then, but there was nothing like social media for them to even absorb or to even know. You don't know what is happening in other countries, you don't know what is happening in other places. But now we are more exposed. There is a place of exposure now, and let us not rule it out. Everybody is saying that we are turning to a digital world. We are going into a technology world, but we forget that other people did not go through this phase that these people that are now in this generation is going through. So I think we can give people, like, should I say, benefit of the doubt, or even put it like you are human first. So if you go through this, and that's what I want to explain, there is nothing like small pain. No, pain is pain, and I think that people keep forgetting. That's why somebody will be like, oh, I have menstrual cramps, and somebody will be laughing at you for having menstrual cramps. Why? Is it because I don't have, or somebody say until it has to be a big pain for it to be justified that you did something. It's not. Pain is pain, and I think people need to understand that pain is actually pain, no matter how small it is. That somebody slap you, and you falling down the stairs. At the end of the day, there is a bit of pain in it. So dismissing people's pain can also lead to them thinking, one, they are not alone, and that's the thing that people don't understand with mental health. It's not like physical health. If you're having headache now, you know that it's your head that is paining you. But in mental health, it's not like that. Sometimes you don't even know until you have gotten to the last straw. Most people that will come for counseling, that will come for my office there, we offer the Sunshine Series, we offer therapy sections to people. We offer counseling. Like, some people will come to you until they have gotten to a point where they don't know what to do again. Most people will come, and those that we found early, they'll be like, oh, thank God we spoke about it. And I think that people also forget that there is a place of talking to people. It's not even until you go to that professional help itself. It's not until you have entered therapy room. And that's why our work too focus on communities. Where we go to communities, we even train maybe their leaders, community leaders, to be able to listen. Because sometimes people don't want, what people just want someone that will listen to them. Sometimes it's not that they want you to offer them solutions sharp. It's that they just want to pour out their mind. And it's like that commonly with men. Because there is always a place for women. Women have support. Women will support themselves. If something happens to me now, I know that my group, my girl, my friends, if I speak to them, I feel better. But what happens? What about men? Some of them say, even in their friend group, when they say it, they will start laughing at them. That no, say you be man. People keep forgetting that we are human beings first before we are male and female. People keep forgetting that we are human beings first before we are old generation and new generation. At the end of the day, there is an issue that has to be solved. And no matter how we see it, no matter how we Nigerians are saying it's not a Nigerian thing, it's not an African thing, until it happened to you, or we are not praying for that, or until it happened to somebody that you are very close to, you will not believe it. I did not believe it until it happened, apart from that, my friend, until it actually even happened to someone in my eyes in the office. So there are a lot of things that we actually have to consider, and I feel like that is the place of empathy as humans. Yes, the country is going through a lot, and I don't know if I can enter the coping mechanisms and some of the signs that you can see. Sometimes you have friends that you know that they are the life of the party. They all of a sudden they are no longer they are on their own. And some people will be like, oh, sometimes people want to be alone. Yes, that is not a problem. But like I said, when it is prolonged, like it's okay to say that you are doing quiet time. You do quiet time for 1 week. But when you start noticing that, oh, somebody did quiet time, person is still doing quiet time, that's how you will not know that they've committed suicide and they're in the room. And imagine somebody that's not staying alone. People always have this notion that they don't have anybody around them, and that's why I think, let me just enter quickly. And people have the notion that people are not around them, but that's not true. And I feel like parents, family members, even friends, even as a Nigerian, I think you owe it to people to be empathic towards them. Because we're in a country that we don't even know what the next person is going through. You don't even know what the person has even gone through. You don't even know if the person is even the victim of the kidnapping that happened before, going around with different kind of PTSD or like different kinds of traumatic stress disorder, different kinds of things. You don't know who is going through. You don't know who is depressed. As I'm talking to you now, you don't know what's in my mind. You don't even know if I'm in a sound state. And the thing is that with mental health, you cannot even know until the person actually come and help. Except all these physical signs, like somebody that you know that is very neat, all of a sudden the person is just scattered. The person is just scattered. Somebody that you know that is organized, all of a sudden is just scattered. Somebody that you know that, yes, like I said, sometimes there's a level of sleep that you will sleep that you are hurting yourself. There are statistics that have shown that there's a level of the way that they say that 8 hours sleep is the best. That sometimes that you will sleep 12 hours and you wake up a body pain.
Oh, yes.
The time that you sleep just 1 hour and you are perfectly fine. So it's not even, like, even trying to run away from it only harms you. And I used to tell people that anything that's why I said that this generation, they will always pick up. And the people say, and they'll go to social media and write about it. Do you know that it's better for you to write about it? Then somebody else will see it and relate. And than for you to be going through it alone. And then tomorrow, you, God forbid, you kill yourself, and then they will be insulting you for killing yourself.
Right, we still get Cynthia inside the studio with us from the Sunshine series. How they talk about mental health with our Nigerian youths. But because of time, like I want to know, Wetin parents, society, government, what should be done on top this issue of mental health to take it serious? Because like you talk, it also be like physical health. The one when they talk of, let's do primary health care.
Exactly.
Let's do government hospital. Let's have doctor here. Let's do this. So we need to also carry the mental health in that same power of physical. So how do we do that? Especially with the fact saying it not be something where we dey used to for Nigeria.
Exactly.
How do we put mental health out there?
So I think the first thing that I would say is, let me throw it to Nigeria. Educate yourself. Educate yourself on mental health. Yeah. There are organizations that are doing this thing. Follow their pages. There are some of them that post educational things that you can use, even as a person. Coping mechanisms that you can use. If you check online, there are stress assessments online. There are, like I was telling you before, there are mood swings, like mood checkers online. There are a lot of things that you can use to document. What I always tell people is the first thing that as a person, make sure they are always checking yourself. Like you go out today, how was your mood? What did you feel? How did you feel today? Check it today. Tomorrow too, check it. How did I feel today? Next tomorrow, check it. That's the place of journaling. Some people will be like, oh, I don't have time to be writing. But you have calendar on your phone. You have notepads on your phone. Just carry and you're always on your phone. So at the end of today, carry your phone. How did I feel today? Write how you genuinely felt today. If you track it for a month, you can begin to tell yourself that, oh, these are the things that I know that I'm putting more energy into, and these are the things that I'm not putting energy into. And then you can begin to differentiate what you're supposed to even put energy into and what you're not even supposed to put. What you know that triggers you. You can even see your triggers once you document that for like a week, a month and all. I think for government, like you said, primary healthcare centers, it's not just physical health at this point. We're getting to a place where we can see, and you can even see it online. Sometimes you come online, somebody will tweet something that you'll be wondering, is this person okay? And some people will say it's normal to tweet like that. It's not normal. If you check that person, go and check the person in their house. Maybe there's something going on. But government can also incorporate counseling units. Yes, there are people that they call lay counselors, and that's what my organization do. We train lay counselors that can be in like primary health care. Sometimes we train midwives themselves. We train doctors, nurses, so that they can be able to provide that. Sometimes, like I said, people don't want help sometimes. People don't want you to give them something. Sometimes just for them to go into somewhere, say their mind, cry and come out. Some people be like, if they don't want to go to therapy, because if they go to therapy once, they feel like they'll be going to it forever. It's a lie. Sometimes you can go to your first section, can be your breakthrough. Sometimes you don't even have to continue. It just depends on the level. That's why they say that you have to actually check yourself to actually know what is wrong with you. And I think that they can incorporate mental health subjects, education to schools. People think children don't know. Children know. I do advocacy a lot for schools. And I've gone to school and I will ask them, what is mental health? I am surprised at the definition that children are giving me. It's really surprising. And you think they don't know. They know. And that's another thing with other generation and now. Then you will ask your parents for something, they will first and give you blah, blah, blue, blah, blue. You will not even understand what they explain for you. Then you now have to go and be looking. That's where the places of misinformation comes in. If you don't give your children this information, they will consciously want to go and get it outside. And imagine somebody giving them the wrong information outside, and we will not want that. So parents too should also know that they have a place to play in their own mental health and also in the mental health of their children. And I think the best thing that government can do for us is also to raise fundings around mental health, just like how they will do bills and put fundings for health. And mental health is very expensive. I will not lie. It is, because it requires a lot of human resources and all. But I feel like it's something that our government can do for us, as looking at the stress that we are going through right now. It's something that they can do for us, and something that they can offer to us Nigerians, and not just in the urban area, also in communities, so that people can know that, oh, if I go to this place, I can get the help that I need. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And that's Cynthia Oni from
Yeah.
the Sunshine series, the Obonge lady. Oh, carry enter studio to come follow us here on the matter of mental health. Thank you so much that you stopped by. Because of time, I won't say last words, but
Yeah.
I hope so when we invite you, come next time, we'll come discuss other matter, because like you just talk, this talk no be talk, we'll go finish.
Yes.
Just this 1
Yes.
hour, 30 minutes. Now something we'll go need to actually look more into and delve into it very well. Thank you so much.
Thank
Cynthia,
you so
for
much.
joining us.
Thank you so much.
And for you, where we say you listen to us, thank you so much. So you keep your radio and your station on top. CHRICED Radio and TV. No, forget to, if you also enter for inside our social media handles at CHRICED Radio TV. Subscribe, follow us, and then enjoy all of our program there. Till we'll come your way again. 12 o'clock will be time for sharp Tori. Make sure say you join us then.